The kind of place which should become the smart city of the future.
We should. That is where.
That is where the challenge is.
I think that if we can make about 25% of our villages smart, smart in the sense that they have hygienic way of living, healthy life, and little bit better education. Only these things with some electricity, health facilities, and total clean sanitation and all those things, that is where I think that is a smart city. It's not that the connect or internet and that kind of thing will make. Internet is coming anyway. That is a icing on the cake. But once we can make 30% of those villages self-sufficient in this sense, I think our GDP growth can be additional 3%.
Yeah, easily. Now, the Subhash Chandra, the individual, you have been actually very honest in your book, startlingly honest about your life as a childhood, in your childhood. And shall I mention housing?
Yeah, you can.
And it's very candid exposition of him and, growing up and so on. So why don't you let us know where exactly you would like to be when your next book is launched as a human being, which is probably going to be called My Journey as the Right Man at the Wrong Time.
Well, let's see. But I think I would continue to work. Whatever I do, I'll do with passion. And I hope that before you see my next book, we would have at least 20 to 50 villages which would be known to be smart and self-sufficient.
Absolutely. That's great. Now, yesterday
The audience can ask the question.
It's a good idea. How much time do we have?
We have 5 minutes or so.
Oh, apologies. Yeah. Why don't we get some, let's ask from here first. No, I'd like a young lady to come. You're first.
Sir, my name is Khushbu and I'm from Presidency School, Ajmer. Sir, you said that if you follow some principle, you have to be ready to pay a price. So what was your principle you followed?
Yeah, to keep a friendship intact. In the friendship, you don't, you do things once a friend wants you to do without worrying about the consequences. And consequences can be damaging. You have to be prepared. That is what I meant.
Yeah. You asked earlier.
Hello, Subhash sir. This is Zankruth Oza. I'm a professor at Management College. Sir, in last decade, you faced a lot of business problems with policies and other things. And it was seriously a decade of destruction, or I will say a decay. What kept you moving and how did you move in that tough times against all odds, against the last government?
See, there are two things which kept me. One is Vipassana obviously helps a great deal, because when something is going wrong with you, the moment you accept it, that is the moment you will start fighting with yourself, once you accept the reality. That is one. And secondly, once you have accepted the reality, you try to correct that situation what you are in, and not think of, okay, what happens if tomorrow this will not happen, that will not happen. As our Guruji used to tell us that भूतकाल व्याकुल करे या भविष्य भरमाए, वर्तमान में जो जिए तो जीना आ जाए.
Right. Yes. The gentleman here.
How long you do the Vipassana? And I think it is very difficult. I have attended 10 days course. I'm Sridhar Sharma from newspaper Seema Sandesh, Shri Ganganagar.
Well, I'm supposed to do every day 2 hours, but I'm able to do at least 1 hour every day. And then once a year I go for a longer session where it could be 10 days, it could be more than that.
The young man there, you've been keeping your hand up. Just ask the question. No, sorry, behind you, sir.
Hello, sir. Sir, being one of the largest media and entertainment houses, what would you say is some of the current challenges that your industry, this industry in general is facing, and how has ZEE been coping with them?
Well, this industry is a very dynamic industry, and the technological changes are taking place almost every minute. So that is the challenge for us, to keep our people on track with those and adopting to those. So because many times we as human beings, we don't like changes. But at the same time, I think more than challenges, there are more opportunities. I see more opportunities than challenges.
Right, the young lady here, yeah.
Hello sir, this is Richa from KMCDU. Sir, yesterday I got to know that currently you are running 52,000 Ekal Vidyalay. So can you tell us about something, what is Ekal Vidyalay and all?
Yeah, good question.
He told me two things, so that's why I stopped there. Ekal Vidyalaya is a foundation which is I am also associated with. It is a single teacher school being run in the Adivasi and rural remote areas of the country. And we are currently at the level of 52,000 schools. But simultaneously, we are now concentrating on those villages to make those villages even health as well as livelihood. Those two things also we have added other than education. So, but our dream is to go to about 100,000 villages with Ekal movement in next 5 to 7 years, 10 years.
Right at the back, please. Yeah.